In the annals of human history, Melchizedek emerges as an enigmatic figure, making a brief appearance and then vanishing into obscurity. Although he is one of the least mentioned individuals in the Old Testament, his role as the king priest of Salem is foundational to understanding key concepts in the Bible. The mystery surrounding Melchizedek raises intriguing questions about his identity and what his dynamic order reveals about Christ's role as both a king and a priest. Melchizedek's name, in Hebrew, translates to King of Righteousness or My King is Righteous. The first recorded mention of Melchizedek dates back approximately 2 millennia before Christ, with subsequent references around 1 millennium before Jesus' birth and another in the second half of the 1st century after Jesus' birth. One pivotal encounter involving Melchizedek occurs during a battle between Abraham and 3 allied kings against 5 rulers who governed territories near the Dead Sea. The 4 kings emerged victorious, plundering Sodom and Gomorrah, and taking Lot, Abraham's nephew, as well as his family and possessions as captives. Upon learning of Lot's capture, Abraham mustered his own forces, numbering 318 trained men born in his household, and pursued the captors as far north as Dan. In a daring nighttime attack, Abraham defeated them and reclaimed all the goods, along with Lot and his possessions. Genesis 14 verses 13 to 16, Amplified Bible. Upon Abraham's victorious return, he was met by the king of Sodom, who offered him a share of the spoils. Remarkably, Abraham declined, choosing not to accept any material gain. He insisted that God alone deserved credit for his success and wealth. However, the encounter with Melchizedek took a different turn. Melchizedek, the king of Salem and the priest of God Most High, presented Abraham with bread and wine and blessed him. Abraham, in response, offered Melchizedek a tithe of all the spoils he had acquired. Genesis 14 verses 18 to 22, Amplified Bible. This interaction between Abraham and Melchizedek is significant for several reasons. Melchizedek's unique dual role as both king and priest set him apart from the conventional religious and civic authorities of his time. In the history of Israel, religious and civic leadership were typically separate, and any attempt to combine them often resulted in negative consequences. For instance, King Uzziah was struck with leprosy when he attempted to perform priestly duties. 2 Chronicles 26 verses 16 to 23. Melchizedek, however, stood as an exception. He was the priest of God Most High, symbolizing a direct connection with the divine, and yet he was also a king, reflecting his earthly authority. This dual role hints at a profound spiritual truth, the blending of religious and civic authority in the person of Christ. Despite Melchizedek's importance, his origins remain shrouded in mystery. The Bible provides no information about his parentage, lineage, or how he came to be in Canaan. We only know that he was there, serving as a priest of the true God. Speculations about his identity have abounded throughout history, with some suggesting he might have been Noah's son Seth or even an angel. Still, these theories lack concrete biblical support. What we can say with confidence is that Melchizedek serves as a remarkable type or foreshadowing of Jesus Christ. The exchange between Melchizedek and Abraham, where both sought to bless the other abundantly, exemplifies the spirit of mutual blessing that should characterize the community of believers. Moreover, Melchizedek's priesthood, which was not based on ancestry, prefigures Christ's eternal priesthood. While the Levitical priesthood was limited by birthright and subject to change, Christ's priesthood is marked by an indestructible and endless life. As the psalmist declared, "The Lord has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever, in the order of Melchizedek." Psalm 110 verse 4. The book of Hebrews delves deeper into the significance of Melchizedek, with the writer drawing clear parallels between Melchizedek and Jesus Christ. Hebrews emphasizes the superiority of the Melchizedekian priesthood over the Levitical priesthood. Melchizedek, as king of Salem and priest of God Most High, held a position of unique prestige. His priesthood was characterized by its lack of genealogy, a departure from the Levitical tradition. This fact highlights Melchizedek's divine appointment and eternal nature, Hebrews 7. The writer of Hebrews argues that the change in the priesthood, from the Levitical to the Melchizedekian order, necessitates a change in the law. Christ, as the high priest according to the order of Melchizedek, supersedes the Levitical priesthood. He offers a better hope, providing continuous access to God for believers. Furthermore, Jesus Christ, our high priest, stands apart from the Levitical priests in several crucial ways. Unlike the Levitical priests, who were subject to sin and death, Jesus is holy, blameless, and unstained by sin. He does not need to offer sacrifices for his own sins because he is sinless. Instead, he offered himself as the ultimate sacrifice, once and for all, to atone for the sins of the people. His priesthood is marked by an eternal and indestructible life, making him the perfect mediator between God and humanity, Hebrews 7-10. Melchizedek remains an enigmatic figure in the Old Testament, a symbol of the dual roles of king and priest and a foreshadowing of Jesus Christ. His mysterious presence and his encounter with Abraham serve as a profound reminder of the intertwined nature of divine and earthly authority. The writer of Hebrews masterfully unpacks the significance of Melchizedek, highlighting the superiority of the Melchizedekian priesthood and its eternal nature. In Christ, we find the ultimate high priest, holy and blameless, who offered himself as the perfect sacrifice, providing believers with everlasting access to God. I see plenty of people watching the videos but not subscribing, so if you enjoy it, please subscribe. It will help this channel grow and reach more people.